I'd like to welcome all who tuned in to another edition of an exciting treasure, number 161, and the title is a little different, Nahash. Nahash. In today's treasure, we're going to find out what that Hebrew word means, and does it have more than one meaning? This word actually has another meaning. Nahash can mean serpent. Now let's think about that. Where did we remember that from? In the book of Genesis? I'll give you a hint. So in Genesis chapter 3, verse 1, now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, has God indeed said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? What was he doing? He was putting doubt in Eve's mind. Remember, he's cunning. So question, did the serpent shout it to Eve, or did he whisper it to Eve? I say he whispered it. The second meaning of the word Nahash is whisper, a whisper. We must remember we're in a battle, spiritual battle, which plays out every day in our battlefield, our minds. We all know there are two voices in the world, the voice of God or the voice of the serpent, Nahash. The voice of the Lord can be audible, or it can be a small, still voice, as we see in 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 12, New King James Version. And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still, small voice. Now, I know some people that have been walking with the Lord a long time have said they actually have heard the audible voice of God. Now, I have not had that honor or privilege. Maybe some of you watching have. I have not. If you've heard it, you are blessed. Numbers chapter 7, verse 89, New King James Version. Now, when Moses went into the tabernacle of meeting to speak with him, Yahweh, he heard the voice of one speaking to him from above the mercy seat that was on the ark of the testimony, from between the two cherubim. Thus he spoke to him audibly. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 16, New King James Version. When he utters his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. He causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He makes lightnings for the rain. He brings the wind out of his treasuries. Think of that. God got a treasury in heaven of different kinds of weather. Wow. Judges chapter 6, verse 10. Again, New King James Version. Also I said to you, I am the Lord your God. Do not fear the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you will dwell, but you have not obeyed my voice. Oh, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous, my brothers and sisters. So we see God's voice can be booming or be a small, still voice. Now let's talk about Nahash, the serpent, the whisperer. The work of the enemy, Nahash, the serpent, begins with a whisper. Let's think about this. Here is how Nahash works. He whispers a little thing, a little idea. If you go with that, the whisper becomes a sin. The whisper becomes an action, then becomes a habit. Oh, that's dangerous. And then turns into a lifestyle, and the lifestyle a destiny, and it's not a destiny for good, it's for evil, my brothers and sisters. So how do we fight the enemy, Nahash, the whisperer? You take care of it when it is just a notion, a whisper, a temptation. The things such as the whisper of anger, the whisper of lust, the whisper of doing what you know is wrong. And that's all the enemy's going to whisper to you. Not good things. They're going to be evil. Think about that. I'm going to talk about my personal fight against Nahash, the whisperer, the serpent. I do what the archangel Michael did when he was having a conversation over the body of Moses. In Jude 9, Michael, the archangel, in contending with the devil when he disputed about the body of Moses, dared not bring against him a reviling accusation, but said this, "The Lord rebuke you." And guess what happened? Nahash had to shut his whisper up, and he had to leave. The Lord rebuke you. I hope everybody enjoyed this treasure, that it gave you more wisdom, more knowledge. And I pray that the Lord will bless you and keep you and guide your steps in 2025.